Okay, that was stupid. I hit that button again. That. See that star? That's the hotkey for, you know, starting and stopping the stream. Hey. I could believe I forgot about it. I always use the numpad all the time. I don't use the 8 button. I use the star pad on the numpad. Okay, whatever. Oh well, that is out of the way, so okay. Power. Turn the power off. All the oxygen will be removed. Okay. Time, please. Thank you. Okay. Oxygen decompressing. Make sure that we have that turned off. Okay, blocks. Yep. There's mass, which is not going to show us anything. Not going to show us any structural integrity for. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, my serum mass, I have no idea where it is. Not 100% sure. We'll take these off. We don't need them. We're going to be putting these on the bottom compartment. We're going to have a compartment right below this hangar that's going to be dedicated for hovercraft. It's going to be nice and close to the ground so that they can get on and off. That's where pretty much most of our landing gear is going to be also. We first need to get the ship off the ground first. But I think oxygen is kind of taken care of. So I think we have oxygen figured out. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Up there. Gonna do this right here. Do something like this. Do that. There. Just to kind of signify that that's where entrance to the yeah. No, that'll be fine. Yeah. We'll have to signify lights. We're going to put lights located where the hatches are, so that, again, in the case of emergency, I know exactly where to go. Because I gotta think about this from the point of view of, like, I desperately need to get back into the ship, and and I'm not thinking straight. So I'll just kind of be like, okay, we gotta get back in the ship. Where do I go? But that looks fairly functional. Now we have to get the oh, hi there. Quick, before he notices us. Yeah, we're good. We can do this. Going loud. It's off. Gonna shoot one of the. It was about to shoot one of the. About to shoot one of the small little insect things. I don't need my turrets wasting bullets on those smaller ones. Okay, let's do this. Hard blocks, get out of the way. Okay. Do a little bit of decoration here. Okay. Radar. Put one up. Let's put one on near the bridge, another on the nose of the craft. Plastic materials, tech equipment. Just to give this thing a little bit of character to it. I've got plenty of iron left. That's good. Once I get that finished, then engines. What am I missing for engines? Motor, fiber optics. Oh, silica. Ran out of silica. Just when we were going to start on the engines. Oh well. At least the inside of the ship is done. Okay, we're going to put that right there. Okay. Radio tower. We're going to put one off. Derp. This. Put this on the front of the ship. Nope. Just for, flavor. And we put one right here. Purely decoration. Purely decorated. Purely decorative. The power on. Sweet. Yep. Power off. Using contract of my drone. Okay. Now, gotta go get silica. So that we can start... So we can start making all the engines for the ship. One of the easiest ways to get a hold of that kind of stuff is going to be going up to the moon. Take care of that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more fuel into our ship. And while we're up on the moon, we'll also get more more of the raw proto ore, so that we can make even more fuel. Thousand of that stuff, which is great because we've pretty much done most of the armored plates so far. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this thing up with as much fuel as I can, and then I'm going to turn it on and turn everything else off except for the atrium, for the garden, and have it just start growing things while I'm gone. So that at least that's getting started. And we'll start, turning equipment off that we don't need. Like the food processors, the armor station. We don't have thrusters on this thing yet, so we don't have to worry about that. My idea is that how the thrusters are going to work for up, down, side, forward, backwards is going to be created by like thruster clusters. So these clusters of thrusters that are going to be up, down, forward, back, and they're going to be in pods along the sides. How many thrusters for each direction, I don't know. This is we're just gonna have to play this by ear. But, when we're done, we should have enough maneuverability with this giant thing to be halfway decent. Well, that's going. I hear you, jerk. Gotcha. Scared the rest away. Just fine by me. Okay. Didn't realize those things were so huge. Well, it makes sense for the size of the ship this is. I do like those things open manually. Still got ways to go though. Get this thing full of fuel, or at least as full as we can get it. And then get the garden started. We'll turn everything else off except for what is needed to grow the plants. So that while we're gone, those are being worked on. We don't need that. This. Oh wait, no. Onto here. There we go. Yeah, we need to get all these plants growing here. And over here. Oh, nutrient solution, that's right. I need to make... What am I missing? Purified water. Well, what do you know? We just so happen to be creating water in here. Purified water looks different. There we go. There we go. here. You off. Okay, as much as I can. And once we're done, we gotta get ourselves a water container. Here for our water. If I have a water container. All the under building, no, that's components. Going. Okay, just a second here. The maintenance people. Maintenance people for my apartment. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll keep going. Okay. Too bad I can't put like backup solar panels onto the ship, but it makes a lot of sense that they wouldn't let us do that, because then you wouldn't need a generator and you wouldn't need to make any of the fuel. There we go, 40%. We're getting there. In fact, I'm probably going to do this. So let's see here. This. Okay, we're going to manually turn on lights here. Signal logic. Okay, lights. Oh, we only have the one light. Throwing lights. Here we go. We don't have any other lights, so we'll just say lights on. You don't need oxygen. And devices. Turn on power. Turn you off, and turn you off. We only need the lights going. Only thing we need going right now. Nice that these things aren't considered lights nor any other equipment. Here we go. That's perfect. Yeah. I'll finish that. Check power consumption right now. Statistics. Yeah. Power consumption 700 something or other. Devices. Hangar doors. Thanks. Equipment. Oh yeah. All the equipment that is all over the place. Gotta turn those off. Yeah, we gotta turn you off. You off. You off. Turn you off. Apparently, I can't turn you off. Why? I don't know. Already full. Yeah, let's check the power consumption now. 600. Went down. It went down. Back up here. Probably the medical bay. Got the medical bay that's using power. These food processors are using power. We don't need the fridges on yet. We'll leave one fridge on. The one that we're actually going to use for storing things. Medical station. Right here. We'll leave the cloning bay on. Oh, nice. Their health is increasing. Okay, I need to go into here. Devices. Generator. Medical station. Energy in 10 kilowatts. Okay. Statistic. 565 power consumption. Apparently I can't turn them off. RCS, can't turn them off. Ventilator automatic doors. Yeah. Turn those on. Thrusters are missing, I know. O2 station. Warp. Warp drive. Can't turn that off. Lights. No turrets. No thrusters. Yeah. Power. Oxygen. 39. Okay, there doesn't seem to be anything else I can turn off. Except for the clone bay. Which, I mean, we have other... Sleep until morning. Oh, nice. The bed's are actually functional. These things give off power. Let's see here. Do the elevators give off power? Well, use up power. And shutter doors, glowing lights. And food processors. We turn both of them off. Constructors turned off. Here. Shutters, O2 ventilators. Devices. Oh, wait. I was on the wrong one. Okay, never mind. Gravity generator. Turn you off. If that worked. That was like 100. Okay. Medical station. Medical station. Devices can't turn off. Can't turn off. Ventilators. We don't have oxygen turned on, so that's not working. Access. RCS. Turn off that active group. Ventilators. Turn off the entire group. O2 station. Can't turn off itself. Medical. Can't turn off. Fridges. One is only turned on. Generators. Keep those on. Equipment. Armor locker. Energy in 5 kilowatts. Okay, that's not much. Equipment. Doors. 4. Instructor. Cockpit. Energy in 2. Cargo boxes. Ammo boxes. Okay. So this is as low as it will go. 200. That's actually not bad. Perfectly fine. For it to just sit here and have the... I just want to have the grow beds working while I'm gone. All I want. And be able to have, you know, access to all the floors without having to... 200 kilowatts. is fine. I just want it to function kind of just like a base. All I want. Currently, right now, it's just kind of like a base. No different than this. Go. There we go. This off. There we go. Sweet. Okay. Like we're good. Now let's get everything planted. Fuel. E2. Looks perfectly fine to me. As time goes on, we'll figure out, you know, how much fuel we're using, if we need to have bigger fuel tanks, stuff like that. But at this point in time, the amount of fuel, the amount of energy we're producing is more than enough. Yeah. Get that working. Yeah, purified. But okay, where is our... There they are. Okay, need the sprouts. That. Blue pepper sprout. Aloe vera. Spice. And fiber plant. Let me just get them all growing. Go. Okay, so let's go for most important to least important. Here. Aloe vera plant. Gonna be located right here. Oh. And blue pepper. And I think this is the other medical plant right here. Okay. Spice. Fiber plant. Blue pepper. Okay. Earthing plant. There. Fiber. We'll put... I'm probably going to give it 2 plots worth back here. This should allow... The amount of power we're using right now is that it's minimal, so this will allow all these to grow while we're gone. But the hope is that the amount of plots that we have available is going to be enough to feed just us. That's what we're going for. Just trying to figure out how much is required to feed one person. Well, not only feed, but also medical supplies too. Still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with this room. I almost want to make like a map room of some sort, you know? That looks pretty sweet. I do like that. There's a radio tower and all that. Here, this will go straight to engine room. once I get out of the hangar, that's why I'm only gonna have the these in the hangar, so that when I go and dock, I can immediately be able to look at the signs if I, you know, I derp a lot, so it's like we're at 16. No, it was at 30. Okay, text color, this, background color, black. And then we will write constructors, do that. Didn't stop the stream because I remembered not to use the numpad one. Okay, constructors, armory, life support. Atrium up. Observation and up. Okay. Oh, come on. I have to hit enter. Is that what I have to do? Remember. Up. And armory. Atrium, armory, on. Instructors, life, support, and observation deck. Here, like things. Oh my god, come on. Why you no work? It worked on that one. What am I not doing? Is it because it's maybe the font is too big? Apparently it doesn't like me when I have two signs in the same room. I don't know why. Gotta be doing something wrong. Whatever. Blah, whatever. Okay. Well, we need to get ourselves silica so that we can wrong button. There we go. Okay, that's our ship so far. Still have to get the engines on the back though. Just a block right there. And the front of the ship is not horrible, but something we're gonna have to take care of eventually. But check to make sure my power, okay, 85, we're good. Okay, silica. I guess. So we can make all the engines. It's loading. There we go. Loading for the first time after an update. Okay. Reload our turrets. Here's the moon. To the moon. And turn off auto braking. Full thrust and off we go. Okay. But yeah, we went through a lot of silica for all of the windows we had to put on this thing. And we still got plenty of windows left over. So if we feel like we should add some more windows, we can always do that. We need the components to be able to make the engines. Once we do that, that's going to be pretty sweet. Last we found our ship, it was at 60% power. So after this trip, what we'll do is we'll go and check to see how much power it's used while we're gone. Hopefully it hasn't used much. We still gotta put all the other components on the ship. And there's also taking off and landing, which means, you know, we're gonna have to have a ton of fuel available. But the concept is when we land somewhere, we turn off all the other unused components of the ship, which we're going to be using. We're going to be doing that anyway, but that's possible. What are you? Cobalt deposit. I'll get the power of it. Oh, well, you know, there's one like right here. I'll take it. Ooh, shoot. Okay, lights? Lights, here we go, okay. Clear that we're close, but not to the point where we're at right on top of it. That's good. And I see my mouse off in the distance here. Gotta be careful. We're clicking here. In fact, I'm gonna do this. There. I tabbed out and tabbed back in so I could get the mouse located right on top of my game again. Okay, here. Gear cells. That up here. Reload. The light on the, one thing I have noticed is that the light on the drone is very minimal. Doesn't go very far. There we go. Look up. Silicon. Going straight down into the center of this thing. Right next to this thing? Yes, we are. We'll just go around and grab as much as we can. In theory, by however much we can gather just around the drone here, to its limit, as far as it will go, we should be able to get right around 1,000. Which will be enough to get us started on the engine. What I'm thinking about doing is adding the rear engines first, and then as we're able to get the ingredients required for the extra large engines, then we'll add the nacelles on the side. These little engine pods that we'll put on either side of the engine location. Those will be engines we'll turn on for, like, if we need to get somewhere really fast for long distance travel or something like that. Reload. Fortunately, the auto miner is not something we're going to be able to make right now. We have to find the core for it. So, the core, I think, is a drop. Probably have to go to one of those areas that we have to destroy. The hostile powers. Probably have to go in there and we'll probably get ourselves a mining core there. First things first, get our capital ship up and running. Eye's a little dry. I don't know why. How are we doing? 400? Got a ways to go. Just gonna go until we run out of fuel for our drill here. Coming to the edge of where we can mine without moving. We're getting pretty close. Almost there. I have a little bit of... Got a couple of areas we're gonna have to hit a little bit, maybe. Go. We have to do some of this off stream. Get more material. It is kind of confusing not being able, when it comes to being down in a hole like this. Hard to see where you've mined. All the spots right above us. This is why I have shadows turned on, so I can, so my spotlight will actually show some difference. Move a little bit. $800. Go a little bit longer. We can get up to 1,000. We'll be good. We'll be golden for a little while. I just don't know how many how many engines we're gonna have to make, and how much silica is it gonna require. Because I feel like the pods are gonna be a combination of the small thrusters and the big thrusters. Yeah, good enough. That's fine. Turn the lights off. Go and get a promethium deposit here. Maybe even some magnesium while I'm at it. Magnesium for certain components. I think the engines are probably going to require them, I don't know. But I do know that I'm running low on it. Okay, where's that hole? There it is. Right here. Yeah, got a couple. Got a couple to go. And go until we run out of charge on the drill here. Gonna need as much fuel as we can get. Come on. Almost there. There it is. 4. We don't have to move. Takes a while. There we go. Go. Okay. Little bits and pieces all over the place here. They don't look like large deposits either. We don't have a lot of drill power left, so we're gonna have to come back for the silica. I mean, for the magnesium. We're gonna have to come back for that. We'll find out very quickly if magnesium is even required for the engines. Because we'll get there and we'll only be able to like make one or two, and then they'll complain to us saying, hey, you need to be able, you need more. Break off. Not hit the rock. Wonder if there's anything in these asteroids. I don't know. That's why I wondered. I was like, I don't know. What's going to be interesting is trying to build a base out in space. Something that doesn't move. Now I got a couple of ideas for that. One is the asteroids. Placing a base block on the asteroids. Or two, making another capital ship block and putting a couple of small thrusters on it, flying it out into the middle of nowhere, taking those thrusters off, and building off of that thing. Both, I feel, would possibly work. But I won't know until I actually try it. Oh, nice. Right next to our base. We didn't have to go far. Great. Our ship is definitely bigger than the bunker. It definitely has gotten bigger. I just have to get close to it? Oh, that's cool. Oh, wait. Power off. And then an angle. Weird. Check our jetpack back on. Go and check how our garden's doing. Oh, nice. Growing ice. These. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Still growing. Seems to be pairs. That looks pretty sweet so far. Input. I need to make big alien flower sprout. Nice. Coffee plant. Also nice. Okay. Plant proteins. Spice. I need to grab a bunch of plant proteins. Herbal leaves, also good. Okay, wheat. Wait. Anyway, spice, okay. Herbal leaves. Purified water. Okay, I gotta get purified water. Turn that on. Are we doing a fuel here? 29. Good. Drop you, drop you, drop you. You. Okay. Green solution. We need water. Okay. Plant fibers. Grab a whole bunch of plant fibers. Check to see if we can make plant protein with vegetables. Yeah. Need water. Lots and lots of water. My protein. You. Okay. Now we're just waiting on water. Grab all this to make sure it doesn't go bad. Drop them all into here. Vegetables. Gotta go and get plant protein. I can turn this off now. Okay, engines. Get the engines rolling. Okay. Medium thrusters. We'll do medium thrusters on the back, so start out with 12. And drop a couple of 6 RCS on top of that. I'm gonna go in. Sky bug. Sure, it's on. Going loud. It's off. Okay, those are still going. It's daytime, shall we? There we go. Daytime. What the? Sleep till morning, please. Thank you. Weird. Yeah, it's back again. That was weird. Here it's on. more bullets. Gotcha. Do this. Drop a motorcycle here. You. Grabbing as much as we can. So we can make a bunch of make a bunch of seeds. There we go. Oh, spiders, holy crap. Gotcha. Nice. Spider O-deaths. These things hit hard. I wanted to make sure they were dead. Pick up the motorbike here. No T-Rexes yet. I'm glad they don't have T-Rexes. What am I missing for the RCS? Oscillator. Is an oscillator required? Computer, motor, matrix, optical fire. Why? Oscillator. Oscillator. Cobalt ingots. Why'd you stop then? Cobalt. We have cobalt? No, we got cobalt. Cobalt ingots. 5. Why is it telling me it can't make anymore? Press 4. Okay. And it won't make any thrusters either. Flux coils. That was weird. It says all here. Excuse me? Got the power. So why you no work? I knew it. That's what we're missing. We're missing this. Yeah. Okay. You off. You off. That's what we're missing. Okay. That's what we're missing. Green. And they changed. They must have changed the drops. Okay, so let's see if I can make drill charge. Raw plastic. That requires the wheat. Like 3 of them. Okay, so that's where I'm missing. Okay. I knew I was low on something, but I wasn't exactly sure which. There's our engines. We have our RCS. Okay. Reload. And make some food while we're here. Let's see here. Food. Grain. Thinking probably the plant protein. As far as cheese. Plant protein. 1 cheese. Milk. Purified water. Oh, that's why. That's why I can't make it. Oh. Need purified water going. Drop you on here. Take you. We gotta get fuel made here. Yeah, you stupid insect thing. You there. Get some fuel made. Here. Get a whole bunch of fuel. We need to go and get some more of the neodyne stuff. Check our fuel consumption. Okay, it only went down 1%. That is fine. Hurts all that stuff off. In fact, while we're here. There we go, 96%. Pretty good to me. Okay. This. So we don't misplace these. Okay, there's our first of many engines. I'll start out like this. Nope. Do this. That's the first of many engines. Make sure that the thrusters are not on our ship here. Turn them off. Not be on. Turrets off. Well, we don't have any turrets, but I just don't want the thrusters to be on. Statistics. Forward motion, non-existent. Actually turn, just check. Statistic. 10 meters per second. Yeah. Off. I'm probably gonna make it in 4 clusters on the back. Combination of 4. At least until we get ourselves the larger ones. There we go. Yeah. The back of this thing is not gonna look pretty. Well, most of this thing is not pretty, but in fact, we have them somewhere. Might as well get them placed. Where is it? Where did I put that? Where did I put those cannons? You can screw off. Probably put them onto our Corvette. Probably where they're located. Which we're gonna have to use this to get there anyway. Okay, never mind. Box. Oh, a bunch of oxygen. Where is it? There they are. Okay, rocket launchers, ventilator, window blocks, fuel. Thank you. Blocks. Okay. Here. Over here. We'll drop these on here. Excuse me. Not enough space on this thing? Oh, never mind. It can't be put onto this thing. It's a completely different turret. Okay, never mind. Down by the block. The red block. It needs to be a yellow block in order for it to be something for our spaceship. Yeah, let's drop off a whole bunch stuff like this. We're gonna drop all the oxygen we have. We're gonna drop these off. Drop our RCS somewhere. Do that. They don't all have to be inside the engine room, but I'll put them in other places. Okay. Get the oxygen. Before we go, we'll make sure that the oxygen's working. There we go. Even if it is just for a little bit. In fact, I'll put some of the smaller ones on here too. The smaller proto fuel. These ones are going to last a lot longer than the others. There we go. Drop the oxygen. And then we'll get into our Corvette and we'll head out. Where all of our oxygen is going. There. That's all of our backup oxygen. 100%. Each chunk of it gets used. Okay. Good, man. Thank you. Oh wow, this stuff is growing fast. That is good. That's very good. Fruit, vegetables, a whole bunch of these. Grow, baby, grow. Good. That is good. We're getting there, though. At the very least, we have a functional, not movable, but functional base. A functional, movable base. Do this, 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 and this. Oh, wait. Needs to be in the fridge. There we go. And this doesn't need to be refrigerated. Drop you off. There. How are we doing? Yeah, we can turn you off now. We're not going to be using you for a while. Turn you off now. Fridge on. Drop you off. We are getting really close to liftoff here. This is awesome. At first I have to make sure that this thing is defensible. And movable. I don't know why that one's working and that one is not. Not sure. But let's see here. Make sure we have enough fuel. We have enough warp fuel. We've got extra on us. Oxygen. Okay, we're good. Forward movement. Pretty good. Why am I stuck on something? There we go. Off we go. We gotta go to the frozen planet. Oh wait. Scratch that. We gotta take care of our food. We don't want to starve on the way there. We gotta think about our food first. Make something real quick. Bunch of bread. Need purified water. Here, what can we make? Grain and milk, purified water and protein. I guess we're gonna just be going with just straight up meat. Regular meat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Food. Food required. Bum. But yeah, thrusters. Gotta make the thrusters. Confetti moss scraping. Fireball scrape. Waffle. Fruit pie. Eat. That's some very crunchy meat. Just saying. There. Now we go. Oh, U is take off your helmet. That's good to know. That's good to know not to do that. It's like, note to self, don't ever do that. Okay, up in space. On. Map. Oh, they changed it. Well, that's cool. Sector map. That has not been changed though. Target. Forward movement. And off we go. Loading for the first time after the update, so it's gonna be a little weird for a second. There we go. After a little frozen planet friend here. Weird. Doesn't like to go above 113.5. Turn my jet back on. This. Manage. Make sure that's turned on. Okay. Something over there. Something over here. Turn you back on again. So we're looking for magnesium. Composite. I've had lots of crazy bugs after the update. One of the worst if your HV semi-sunk. I get out, its speed is capped at 10 meters per second. Really? Weird. Okay, iron deposit. I haven't come across any huge bugs like that yet, but we'll find out. Happened to 3 of your HVs. That's odd. So, note to self: don't park in water. Or at least don't get out of your hovercraft while above water. I haven't done much stuff inside my hovercraft anyway, so has not exactly been given use yet. Okay, so we need Neo, a lot of the Neo dime, whatever you call it. There it is. Medium, 80% left. I'll take it. Yeah. This thing is heavy, sluggish. We're trying to get our capital ship done first before we start doing any redesigning of anything. There we go. And you right here. I need my HVs for mining and... Holy crap. Hi, you. Fancy meeting you here. You're new. Never seen you before. Oh. Reload. They can get headshotted? Well, that's new. There's a lot of new things being discovered right now. At least for me. Never met these things before. These must be the creatures one of my viewers was talking about. Interesting. Gotta love hunting those. Yeah, it's the first time I've seen those. This is what I came for. A bunch of this stuff. We need it for all the engines we need on our capital ship. We're still a ways away from actually a liftoff on our capital ship, but... There are 3 types of golems: ice, desert, and swamp. Really? Well, I haven't seen any of my starting plant, so that's a good thing. I've been told that there was a bunch of golem, creatures that I can get supplies from them on this planet. So that's the first time I've seen them. Here. I'm probably going to be mining this stuff off stream too. Just so we can speed up the getting ourselves our capital ship off the ground. But actually liftoff will be done on stream. If I add anything to the ship, I will do on stream also. But mining is free game for doing off stream, because this is a very time consuming process. Just how it is. It's just how it is with a game where you have a building mechanic. I had to do that with getting a bunch of iron. I had to go to a couple of medium-sized iron deposits to get myself like over 1,000 iron, just so I could finish the outside of the ship. I mean, what do you call it? The main hull of the ship. You don't know if I had enough thrust? That's what I'm going to be figuring out. What I'm trying to create is a ZV that can support one person. So all the stuff required to be able to make food quickly, to grow food, support an atmosphere, be big enough to where I can get around in it, have a medical bay, have cargo space, be able to hold all of my ships on it, and a little bit of growing space too, the ability to expand upon it. That's why the ship is kind of blocky, because it's the first time I've ever built a capital ship, so I'm kind of just creating it a little, you know, making it a little bit basic. Well, a little bit, very basic, so I can understand how all the bits and parts work, and then from there, then I can kind of push the envelope on design. Because the first time I tried making something that looked nice, I failed miserably. The ship that we actually came here in is evidence of that. The first time I made a ship was the ship we used to get here. It doesn't exactly look great. It's kind of a box. So when it comes to our designs, they're going to be function first, form second. In fact, probably most of my designs at the very beginning are probably going to be very modular, much like the International Space Station. You know, a lot of basic shapes kind of combined together to make something that looks halfway decent, but it's purely functional. You can mine deposits in seconds. Yeah. I think I have the tier 1 drill for the HV. But right now I have no way, I have no means of getting it here. That's why we need the capital ship up and running. Because that's where we're gonna have the hangar. So we can get ships to faraway places. We also haven't found our first auto miner core. We have the blueprints to make one, we're just missing the core. Yeah, I think we're good. How are we doing? 647? That's fine by me. Where are you? That's the stuff we need for the better engines. And the better equipment for that matter. Now I wish I had golem bait. Oh well. Get in the ship. Get ourselves out of here. Thing does not take out off very well. Very slow. Okay. Get out of here. Get back to the ship with what we found. I like to have 21 spare drills in my hangar bay. I get them all from PoE raids. I haven't done one of those yet. I've gotten close enough to one of them to see the inside, but I've never been able to figure out how to get inside of one of those things. That's why I'm probably gonna have to design, when I redesign this ship, I'm gonna design it to be kind of like a heavy combat vessel, so that I can take out the POS, the points of interest. Because right now it's kind of like a, you know, a floating box. That's your map. back to here, lock target. And then auto brake off. Get up to speed. Take off. Let that go. Manage. Load you up. We still have to load. Oh man, we still have to load up the warp tank for the capital ship too. We've completely filled the tank for fuel on our capital ship. We filled the oxygen tanks. We just need to fill the warp tank because that's what we're gonna require to be able to get out to the asteroid field to see what's out there. Hopefully, it's going to be a bunch of the much more rare materials. We won't know until we get there. Oh, that's the bell. Get ourselves down on the surface here, so we can get. We're gonna let the mechanic come in, so he can do repairs. Land here. Land. I hear you. Give me a second here. There. Land, please. Thank you. So we can shut things off. Oh, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. Okay, reach. Apartment maintenance. Gotta love it. And we'll get ourselves back to our base here. Flatten it out so we don't have the thrusters on the side blasting. But yeah, definitely this is going to be a ship we're going to have to redesign. We're going to have to just tear it down to its basic parts and redo it. So we can have a ship that is a little bit more maneuverable. This thing is not maneuverable at all. Yeah, look, another deposit. Another deposit right there. We're also gonna have to put bigger engines on this thing too. If this is gonna be the larger of the two small vessels. Yeah, I got a quest line bug. Yep. Yep. Yep, so I pretty much got... I'm just kind of figuring this out as I go. I'm quite sure that the mission probably like walks you through the process. But 64, that's fine. We'll be able to make it back on under this kind of power. But coming to the end of my stream, we'll just get ourselves back, deposit what we found, and tomorrow we're gonna be trying to get the engines on this thing. We're gonna try and get the rear engines and all the thruster pods we're gonna have so that this thing is maneuverable. And hopefully we'll be able to do a test. We'll be able to get to a point where we can take the thing off the ground and land it. Kind of just pick it up, left, right, forward, backwards, and then land it. If things work out, and we see how much power is required to lift this thing, if things work out, we'll be able to lift this thing and kind of just have it hover there while we put the last bits and parts onto this thing. It will also give us a chance to test how much energy we're going to be required to keep the thing hovering. Because I don't want to fly this thing off into onto a planet when it's just going to tank my fuel. Completely burn through it. I just want to see how much thrust is required to get this thing off the ground. And while it's off the ground, I'll make sure to have enough blocks to where we can make the bottom hangar, which is where all of our hovercraft are going to park. And it's where all of our storage and our cargo space is going to be located too. So things like raw materials and stuff like that, they're all going to be located. All of our extra raw materials are going to be located down there. Yeah, like to keep them in orbit and use a shuttle on the surface. Exactly. That's what it's mostly going to be done for. If we need to go and do some heavy mining, what we'll do is we'll land on the surface with the capital ship, and so that we land right on top of that bottom cargo area, and that's where all of our hovercraft are going to come out of, and it's going to be a bunch of ramps down there and everything. Yeah. But we're going to need to get this thing changed out. Excuse me. I'd like to go up. Why no go up? Why no go up? I was doing up a while ago. There we go. Bring you off. F. Hopefully I got it in. Yeah, we designed this thing so bad. My old mid-sized ship used to drink about 500 power per second. Ooh. In atmosphere? Damn. Yeah. Either that, or we're gonna have to... We might also have to make ourselves a ship that... If we find out that it's too expensive for this, for our capital ship to land, what we'll do is we'll make a ship that carries inside of it our puddle jumper, which our puddle jumper isn't that big. Or if we have a hovercraft that is designed to do mining, we'll probably have like a completely separate mining ship with just drills on it, and then we'll figure out how to carry that thing inside. That's probably what we'll do. Anyway. Immediately sleep here. Get the daytime. So we can see. Because there's a bug that likes, there's a flame bug that likes to hang out right in front of my house here. And the only way to be able to see him is if you drop you, drop you, drop you, drop you. The only way to be able to see it is during the daytime. It does glow, but it's not helpful. Okay, devices. Okay, we got a bunch of. We can now make engines again. Landing gear is going to be the last thing we're going to put on this ship. RCS. Do that too. Okay. Good to me. Once they add the ability to lock onto HVs with an SV, we could make drop ships. But at that moment it's awkward. Yeah, there is a device that you can make. Where is it? But it only seems to be connected to the docking pad. Device used for docking your hover vessels to capital vessels. Yeah. Which I think I have to put this on the bottom of it to be able to attach. And we have to put a hover booster so it allows us to jump. But yeah. There might be a little bit of redesign on the hover. On our hover ships too. Just so that it will work with our capital ship. Yeah. They can be on top or side mounted too. Okay. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, that's something we're gonna have to do once we get this capital ship made and finished. Slowly but surely, we're making this thing. Tomorrow is going to be getting the engines on. Getting all the thrusters made and getting them on the ship. Then trying and hopefully be able to test liftoff and maneuverability. I have to add more RCS. I can already feel it. Just to get this thing to rotate fast enough. But anyway, it's about time for me to log off. I gotta go work. So thank you all for hanging out with me. If you're new here, hit the follow button. Tomorrow I'm gonna be playing this game. We're gonna be trying to make some more progress on the capital ship. And then once we get everything finished, once we get functional to where it lifts off, moves forward, all that kind of stuff, to where we could leave orbit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple of little extra armored pieces just so that when we're in combat, it won't punch holes in the side of the ship. I'm also going to put a bunch of turrets on this thing so that we can defend ourselves. And then from there, then we're just going to, say sayonara to this planet for a while and lift off and go into orbit. And then park that thing up here while we get supplies. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all later. Peace.